So write functions to implement string operations such as compare, concatenate and string length. Convince the parameter passing technique. So you have to use the functions, and what are the three operations you have to perform? One is comparison of the two strings, second one is concatenation of the two strings, and the third one finding the length of the string. So let me go one by one. So let me take first is the length of the string. So how will you find the length of the string? For example, if I take this is your string, apple is your string, okay? So you know that in the memory your a string will be at the end it will be stored by a null character, right? So the length of the string will be it will count the characters one by one before the null character. So what is your length here? A P P L E 1 2 3 4 5. So the length will be equal to 5. Okay, so that is the meaning of finding the length of the string. Second one, let me take your concatenate. Okay, what is meant by concatenate? Suppose if you have string s1 and s2, if you have two strings s1 and s2, what is meant by concatenation means you will be getting a new string in which the new string will be equal to s1 followed by s2. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? You can take a new string to the new string. First you can copy the value for s1 followed by you can copy the value for s2. After copying these two, it should be appended by a null character indicating the end of the string. That is your concatenation. Now the third one is called as your comparison of the two strings. So how will you compare both the string s1? If I take two strings s1 and s2, if it is possible to do the comparison only if the length of s1 is equal to the length of s2. Okay, length of s2. Otherwise you cannot proceed with this operation. Okay, so first it checks the length. If it is equal, then it will check whether s1 is equal to s2. How it will check whether s1 is equal to s2? For example, if I take s1 is equal to apple and s2 is equal to a small apple. So you know that it is case sensitive, right? So here you have capital A, here you have small a. So there are three conditions for comparison. One is s equal to s2, second one s1 is less than s2, and whether s1 is greater than s2. So all these values, how you will be getting it? So s1 is equal to s2. For all the three conditions, it will check character by character. It will check whether the letters are equal or not. See here, the first letters are not equal. So first is your capital A and second is your small a. So you know that in your memory, your letters will be stored by means of its own ASCII code. So now I hope that you know all these concepts. So you know that capital A to Z value varies from ASCII code values from 65 to 90, and small a to Z the ASCII code values vary from 97 to 122. So if you take this example, capital A will be 65 and small a is 97. So you will be getting a negative value. So S1 will be less than S2. Okay. So that is the reason if S1 is equal to S2, if both are equal, so if APPLE and second one is also APPLE, it compares each character, right? And it does the comparison, and when you subtract, you will be getting, it will return a value, zero value. If S1 is less than S2, it returns a negative value. Each character by character, it will check and it will do the subtraction, and you will be getting a negative value. If S1 is greater than S2, if for example, first string is small apple and second string is capital apple, so it will compare the first letter itself, right? So what is the value you will be getting? Small a will be 97 and the second for the second string capital A is equal to 65. So here itself you can understand the meaning, it will return a positive value. So this is your concept of your comparison. S1 is equal to S2 means it will be returning a zero value. S1 is less than S2 means it will be returning a negative value. S1 is greater than S2 means it will be returning a positive value. But here in this case, you are going to check the comparison whether S1 is equal to S2 or the other option. If S1 is equal to S2, it checks both the strings are equal. Otherwise, it is not equal. So these are the only two conditions which you are going to check. And these letters will be always in the dictionary format. So in the dictionary, first what you will be finding A, right? Next you will be having B. example. So a less than b, it goes on like this. Okay, I hope that you know this, you would have studied in the theory. Now let us go for the program. Okay, so we have two parameter passing techniques and functions. So you are going to use three functions here. One is for comparison, second is for concatenation, third is for string length. Okay, so you know this header files meaning, right? Hash include stdio.h standard input output header file, so that you can use printf and scanf statement directly. Hash includes string.h because you are going to use here inbuilt string function, or it is called as string manipulation function. So one is used for comparison, string compare, string concat, and string length. These are the three inbuilt string function which you are going to use. Okay, so what is these three lines? These three lines is nothing but your function declaration, right? I think you can go back to your function topic. So what is your void? Void is nothing but the result data type, resultant data type. What is your compare, concat, and length? It is your name of your function name, right? This is your syntax, function name. Return data type, function name. What is your char character? It is nothing but your data type of the variable. So this will be your variable 1, then this will be your variable 2, right? So void, compare, char, string 1 comma char string 2. You have two variables because you have to compare two strings, right? Similarly, concatenation also two variables you want. Length, you want only one string, right? That is why here you have only one variable. So this will be your function declaration. After that, you are going for your main program. Void main, open the curly braces, then int n. What is meant by int n? You are declaring a variable of the data type integer. What is the second line? Char string 1 10 string 2 10. So here also these are the variables. Array maximum size is 10, right? And of the data type character. Printf. So here what is the logic we are using is we have to perform three functions, right? One is compare, second one is concatenate, and third one is length of the string. So you are going to give three choices, and we are going to use the switch case statement. So printf, press 1 means compare, 2 means concatenate, 3 means length of the string. Printf, enter your choice. So slash n indicates the new line, enter your choice. In this you can enter whether 1 or 2 or 3. Which operation you have to perform, you can enter it. Okay. So scanf, enter your choice will go and store in your address n. Okay, scanf percentage d. Why percentage d? Because it is n is of the integer type. So the format specifier is percentage d. Ampersand n, which indicates the address of the n. Okay, now we are going for your switch case. So switch n, switch expression. I hope that you know the syntax, right? Switch case 1. So in the case 1, you are going to do the comparison. Printf, for comparing you want two strings, right? So enter the first string. So if I take it as apple, okay. Now this has to go and store in somewhere. So where it will go and store? It will store in the first variable, percentage s, which is a format specifier of the string, and string 1. Similarly, printf, enter the second string. Scanf percentage f, it will be stored in the variable string 2. Now compare string 1, string 2. So this is what it is a function call, right? Compare. So as soon as the compiler sees this line, the control will go, it will check for the where is the function. Compare two parameters, string 1 and argument string 2. Okay, so now where your control will go, it will go to your function. Okay, so as soon as the compiler will come to this point, right? Void compare char. What is the difference? What is this part? This part is completely called as your function, right? Function definition. So the function definition consists of two parts. One is your function header, right? Function header, and the second one is your function body. Okay, so function header, what is the difference between your function header and your function declaration? In the function declaration there will be a semicolon, here there is no semicolon. That is the only difference. Okay, so after giving the function header, open the curly braces, int I. So you are declaring a variable I of the data type integer. Now I is equal to, this is your string built-in function for comparison. I is equal to string compare string 1 comma string 2. So you know that this is your passing the parameter technique, right? So in the function call, what did you compare? You had compare str1 comma str2. Okay, so since these both names are equal, there is no confusion. So this string 1, whatever value you have stored, that will be passed to your string 1. Similarly, this string 2 will be passed to your string 2. Example, what we have taken is apple, apple. Okay, now see here, if I is equal to 0, I have told you the concept in the beginning, right? If S1 is equal to S2, it returns a 0 value. Okay, so if I is equal to 0, printf the strings are equal, else printf the strings are not equal. Okay, so after this after this you will have a break, you will be getting the output. This is for the case if you have pressed the choice 1. So going back to your main program, the case 2, you are going to perform your concat if you give choice 2. Okay, printf enter the first string, same, this will be same as that of your first choice. Now when the compiler comes here, first string will be entered, second string will be entered, the next line is concat string 1 string 2. So when the compiler comes here, it will check for where is your function, so the control will go to your next function, that is your void concat char string 1. So this is your function definition again, which doesn't contain your semicolon compared to that of your function declaration, and this is your function body. So you're here also you're going to use the what built-in string function string cat. Okay, you are going to pass the parameter, whatever string 1 you have entered here, right, that will be passed here, whatever string 2 it will be passed to the string 2 here. So it compares both the what both the strings. First one is hello, second one is hello, means what will be a third string? Concatenate string will be equal to first string followed by the second string. So this will be your concatenation. Okay, after that you will be having the break. Then if you are, suppose if you are pressing means entering your choice 3, that is your case 3, printf, you are going to find out the length of the string. Enter string scanf percentage s string 1 length of the string. So length, as soon as compiler sees length of the string 1, it checks for the function. So it comes here again, void length character string. So this is your function definition. So here also you are going to use the inbuilt function, right? Int L, L is the variable of the data type integer. If L is equal, no, sorry, it is L will be assigned string length of string 1. So if it is apple, it will find the length of the string. String length will find the length of the string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 will be your length. Printf, the length of the string is equal to percentage D I. This percentage D will be replaced by not I, it is L. This L value, whatever L is having, so L will be equal to 5, no? That will be displayed here. Okay, and you have a break statement. I think that you know the switch case statement. And suppose if you have not entered 1, 2, 3, you have entered some 6, okay, which is not there in the choice, then you can, for that purpose, you are using a default printf a wrong choice break. Okay, so this is how you are going to perform the 3 functions of the string. So now let me show the output window also. See here, for the first case, I am taking it as press one first choice. Enter your choice 1. So enter first string, I have entered it as small V-E-E-N-A, Veena, and the second string is capital V-E-N-A. So it is not, it does not return 0, na? So the strings are not equal. Okay, so this is for your second choice. Second choice is concatenation. So first string is Veena, second string is Kumari. So the third string, that is your new string, concatenate string is equal to Veena Kumari. Third choice, finding the length of the string. String which you have entered is Veena. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the length of the string is equal to 5. Okay.